Hi, it's Mike from TwoDads UK, and this is a brand new feature that we are doing in partnership with Wessex Fertility, part of the Fertility Partnership. Today, I'm going to be speaking to one of their senior fertility nurses all about surrogacy. So, without any further ado, I want to introduce you all to the lovely Sorrell. How you doing?
Oh, very good. Thank you very much.
So for the benefit of everybody that's watching and listening, tell us about how long you've been working for Wessex Fertility.
Well, I think I've been working here for about 5 years, but it turns out I've been working for about 12 years. Time's flown, but about 12 years I've been here.
Amazing. And did you, in terms of fertility nursing, was that your chosen career path or
No? I came out of nurse camp, went on a surgical ward, stayed on a surgical ward for a few years, met my husband on a ward, as you do, had children myself, then did go back to nursing. And then when I did my return to practice nursing, I ended up on a obs and gynae ward. So I ended up looking after women, loved looking after women. I knew Sue and I came in and just helped out and then ended up staying here. So, and then ended up just evolving into the role and then absolutely love it. Love it.
And 12 years on, you must.
12 years, yes, it suits. And it suits around my family and it just worked. So
amazing.
It's a good choice.
What was it that drew you into fertility nursing?
Basically, I couldn't work in the NHS. The hours just wouldn't have suited family life. My husband was an anaesthetist. It just didn't suit us. Mm-hmm. The hours worked really well. A lovely clinic and stuff. It's a small clinic. And I just got involved by coming almost in the back door, just helping out in the theatre surroundings where you don't need particular fertility experience, and then just learn on the role, on the job, and then just develop that way.
Incredible. Tell us a bit about the clinic then, because what I know about the clinic and what I love about the clinic is definitely that feeling, that community, that family element to.
Absolutely, that was my first ward. We're a big family. We're a big family down here. We're in a quirky building. We're on a standalone site. We're not linked to a hospital. It's got a non-clinic feel. We've got clinical areas, obviously, but we've got a non-clinic field. It's a little rabbit warren. We make do in lots of places, but we love it. We love the quirkiness of it. And it's home, and it's a homely, and it's quite a discreet building. So you drive past and you wouldn't have a clue what it was. It used to be a hospital, apparently. So it was just.
I drove past it on my very first meeting there, and then I learned all about the different apartments that used to be, and
and that's now become someone's office, and that's where I'm probably zooming from. And then we've got someone else working in an office, and someone's in a flat upstairs. We're still, the kitchens are still there, which is quite lovely. So
amazing. And tell everybody where you're based then. So where are you in the world?
Wessex Fertility's in Southampton. We're in a small little building. We're just on the outskirts. It's a good commutable route because we're near a motorway. We're near the M27. We're at the bottom of the M3. So it's a nice little area to be. Our downside really is just the parking. Our parking's not brilliant, but we've got a Sainsbury's, we've got off-road parking and things. But nice little clinic, outskirts of Southampton.
Amazing. Yeah. And I second that. It's a great little clinic. So the elements then that you love about your role, tell us what they are.
As cheesy as it sounds, we make a difference. Honestly, we make a difference to people's lives big time, and you can't make a bigger difference to somebody's life than giving them a baby. No. I'm proud to bits to work here. To my little role of just what I do can make a difference in somebody's lives. We've got a great team of nurses, doctors, admin, everybody that works here, and we're all passionate about what we do. We'll roll up on a Saturday, we roll up on a Sunday if need be, and we put in our all, and I believe we all put in our all to make it happen.
For sure, clearly and obviously as a dad through surrogacy and as a patient through IVF, we salute all of you that do what you do, because you all do it for the passion of the end goal.
It's the passion, absolutely. It's the passion of our end goal, and we strive to do our best to make it work for whoever walks through the door.
Yeah. And obviously this week it's National Surrogacy Awareness Week. tell me and tell everyone watching about how surrogacy impacts or the effect it has on your working week.
My working week, because I work, I'm a part-time worker, so I tend to deal with the surrogacy side should they be coming through. We probably get 1 or 2 a month, and that's increased tenfold. Surrogacy's out there. Surrogacy is becoming a commonplace thing now, so it becomes, so we're seeing lots more people, and lots more people means a couple majority of the time, plus their IP, plus their host, plus their partners and things. So it's a big family that come through the door.
Yeah.
So my role is to try and piece together everything that the girls out the back have done, try to piece together, do the consentings, chat with them. We're not seeing so much face-to-face because of torrid times that we've got at the moment, which we miss. I think a lot of us miss the people-to-people contact. That's not so nice. But it's just a big family that walk through the door, and hopefully we can try and make it as easy as possible. It's not an easy process.
No.
But try and make it easy by the expertise that we can give, and then out the other side. So hopefully,
exactly. And you know, for those of us that have been involved in it, and for the healthcare professionals and for the administrators that work behind the scenes, as we all know, there's a lot of consents. There's a lot of paperwork.
There is so much paperwork. There
with
is so much
surrogacy journey. So I think what's really reassuring is working with a clinic like Wessex that's experienced in surrogacy, that understands the consents, because you know those consents are there for a reason, and that end goal is that parental order.
It's the parental yes.
So it's making sure that all of that is done correctly.
The boxes need to be ticked, and all the boxes need to be ticked in a timely fashion. And they can all be ticked before embryo transfer. So that's when they all need to be ticked and done and everything. So it is just knowing the paperwork, knowing the legal side of it, knowing the counselling side of it, knowing every legal step. And we've been doing it for a long time. I did have a word with our doctor, and she thinks we're probably up to 150, 200 cases surrogacy now. So we're starting to know our bit, know our business.
I'd say you know your bit, though. I guess, what would you say the differences were, apart from some of the obvious things, but some of the differences between treating intended parents with a host or treating a couple that are struggling with their fertility? What do you think the main differences are?
You're dealing with more people, I think. You're dealing with more huge amounts more paperwork. There's more people involved. So you've got the whole counselling, you've got the whole legal side of it, that we advise them to go and talk to lawyers and draw up things. You've got intended parents, then you've got your surrogates with or without partners. So you've got more people to try and get through and things. So that's the biggest thing. It's more people you're dealing with, and more people to try and channel in the same direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think from our journey, I remember we turned up with a ton of people. Our surrogate was married, so you know we all rock up together as you do. I think one of the important differences that when I speak to other intended parents is usually same-sex intended parents aren't necessarily dealing with a fertility issue.
No.
And what the more inexperienced clinics struggle to do is to speak to both of those intended parents in a way that they're not dealing with a fertility issue. This is a completely different type of treatment to we're building a family, and usually for a same-sex couple doing surrogacy, this is a really exciting time. But unfortunately, for a heterosexual couple embarking on surrogacy, this is often quite a stressful period, because the intended mother, is forsaking the ability to carry a child.
They've gone through their IVF period prior to going down a sexual route, so they know a lot more possibly than a same-sex male couple coming through, because this is a different avenue that they've got to now pursue. So we've got lots of dealings with that. Counsellors, there's a lot of counselling sessions that are mandatory, and then obviously you can keep going with the counselling as long as everybody needs it.
Yeah.
There's a lot more blood work to do for surrogacy, because you're all classed as donors effectively. So a lot more donor screening, things like that. It's a lot more time. So there's a lot more time that you're with us.
Yeah.
That we can get to the end goal.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. And again, rightly so, because of the various consents and the donor category of surrogacy. Okay, we're rattling through this lovely. You'll be pleased to know. In terms of what makes Wessex stand out then from other clinics?
Our little family nature. We've got some great people working here. We've got some great doctors. We're a small clinic. I don't think we're huge in the biggest scheme of things. Our quirky little nature, our quirky little building. I think as long as I've been working here, we've been promising to be moved into a big new shiny clinic. It's always 2 years away, which is fine. But no, it's just, we care. It's a passion, and we're all passionate about what we do. And I believe that in wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
If I needed fertility treatment, I'd be coming here. So.
I can totally agree with what you just said. Okay, then last question then, Sorrell, then I'm going to let you get back to your patient list. So tell us, please, what is your best advice to intended parents on a surrogacy journey?
There's a few words I could use, but patience. Have some patience. It's not going to happen overnight. There's processes that we need to do and we need to tick, and sometimes they can take a little while. Support, get a lot of support from whoever you need to get support from. It's going to be an up and down journey. It's not going to be straightforward for the majority. And just listen to the advice that we give you. We've done that, we've done it, we've been there, we're helping people, but just listen to what we've got to say as well. So but have patience. Patience is the great one. So.
Oh my word. And I think some of the research is showing that a surrogacy journey from start to end is about 2 years. In terms of when you start your research, you'll find your egg donor, you find your surrogate, you then start your treatment. It's a long haul.
Paperwork can take 2 years, I think.
There's a lot of that.
A lot of reading. So
For sure. Look, Sorrell, you've been a joy. Thank you so much for allowing us into your working week. And within this video, people have been seeing you diligently sat at your PC, doing your work.
Yes, doing my work.
And just generally flying the flag for Wessex Fertility. So thanks for giving us your time.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Take it easy. Bye. Bye-bye.